Hi there, and welcome to Hectic Eclectic. Today we're going to talk about book versions. Are hardcover or paperback better? Hardcover or paperback? What do I care? They're all books. The story's the same no matter which version you buy, right? So what difference does it make? It makes a difference for the reading experience. Maybe I never realized how important version is until I actually started reading consistently. More importantly, started placing items on a bookshelf, because those are the two main things that control whether a reader buys hardcover or paperback, right? Well, they sure affect my opinion now. I pay extremely close attention to whether my book is paperback or hardcover before I buy the book, because it will save me the never-ending stress that will ensue after I buy the book. Not following me? Let me explain. Number 1, reading experience. After reading copious amounts of physical books over the last year and dragging them halfway across the world and back, literally, I've come to realize that I actually do have a preference between hardcover and paperback. I prefer hardcover. I prefer hardcover for a couple of reasons. Reason A. A broken spine is the most cringeworthy thing to ever smite the cover of a book. I'm serious. I refuse to buy a book with a broken spine, no matter how much I want that book, because that broken spine will stare at me from my bookshelf for decades to come. That is an unacceptable blemish on the masterpiece that is my perfectly oriented and organized bookshelf. Side note, because I have such a deep-rooted fear of breaking the spine, I hardly open the book I'm reading. No joke. I open the book only the slightest amount, just enough to see the word at the end of the paragraph and no further. Thus, I kind of look like someone in the restricted section, afraid to open the book too far for fear that a screaming demon will rip from the pages within. Reason B. Removal of the dust jacket is key to preserving the way a book looks. On paperbacks, whatever happens to the book happens to the cover. Gets smushed in your bag, forever creased across the cover. A dribble of coffee escapes your overfull cup, forever marred with a beige-hued splotch. With hardcovers, however, one needs only to remove the oh-so-gorgeous dust jacket and replace it when the reading sequence has completed, thus at least giving the appearance of a beautiful, perfect, pristine book. Remember, always leave your dust jacket in a humidity-free location. If not, the humidity will cause your dust jacket to curl, and it shall never ever fit back on your book. Number 2, bookshelf organization. Now, I've had a very thorough discussion about bookshelf organization before on my blog, which I've left a link to below, so I'm really not going to get into this too much. It's a very long discussion, but for those of you who don't know, because of how I organize my bookshelf, hardcover versus paperback is extremely important to me. Why? Height. My first level of bookshelf hierarchy is height. Well, technically it's read versus unread because I have too many unread books, but for the sake of today's argument, we're going to go with height. I don't care if the books are in the same genre or if they're in the same series. If the heights do not match, there is no way in the 9 levels of hell that those books will be placed next to each other on my bookshelf. Thus, it has become extremely important for me to pay attention to which version I'm buying before the book ever leaves the store. And I've actually caught myself recently almost buying the wrong versions of the book, like my subconscious is actually trying to screw over my bookshelf. The horror! But I saved my bookshelf, and I'm far more aware of the casualties that can occur from such a thing. And I'm now better prepared for book buying binges. I mean book shopping. Bookshop. That's once in a while. Like a couple times a year. But I mean, we've already established, like in every discussion ever, that I'm a crazy person. So maybe I just care way too much about books, and therefore I have a very serious opinion about hardcover versus paperback. Maybe I should, like, make friends or something. That's what normal people do, right? Whatever. Do you have a preference on hardcover versus paperback? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week with another video on Hectic Eclectic. Bye! Or have a very serious opinion about hardcover Hardcover versus hardcover. Cardcover. It's like a new bird or something. Pokemon. It's a new Pokemon. Cardcover. I choose you, cardcover. And replace it when the reading sequence has completed. Commenced. Side note, because I have such a if not, the humidity will cause the book to curl, because books curl. After reading copious amounts of physical books over the last year, after spending copious amounts of time reading, I prefer hardcover for a couple of reasons. I swear I keep saying hardcover. Hardcover. Number 1, reading experience. Number 1, reading experience. Forever marred by that beige-hued splotch. Beige-hued splotch. That is a mouthful. Why do I write these things? Because I have too many unread books. But for the sake of today's argument, we're going to go with height.